What's going on, guys? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon. MLB DFS video. It is Saturday. It is July 24th. And it's been a minute. Took a break. I want to see how this video does. A lot of people have been asking, and we've been dominating the news lately in regards to working on NFL content for you guys. So if you're not aware, the matchup tool is already out there. Everything's already out there for week one of NFL DFS or fantasy, which is amazing. But we've been working on breaking down teams. So we're going to break down every single NFL team up until kickoff on opening day, and less than 2 months away. So super excited about that. And if you have any questions, you can check those out. I will link the videos at the end of this video. But yeah, you guys already know if you've seen it. That was awesome. Everyone who's subscribed and checked that out right now. But I wanna bring this back. I want to see what you guys like. If you guys like these videos, hit the like button. If this video gets 50 likes, we'll do a video tomorrow. So comment if you like. Let me know. Be doing a lot of giveaways and some contests leading up until NFL. But yeah, wanted to bring this video to you guys, see how it is, break it down a little bit. And for you that have been here before, you pretty much know what to expect in this. And for anyone who hasn't seen us because we've been away for 2 months, buckle up, notepad, Word, whatever you use. We're going to try to break down the pitchers more than what you see here. And yeah, so if that's something that you're interested in, definitely stick around, hit that like button, subscribe if you have not, and check out our NFL content there. So it's a Saturday. We've got every single game going. We've got all 30 teams. We've got 15 games. We're going to break it down. We're looking at the number one game here, the Diamondbacks at the Cubs. The Diamondbacks are bad. The Cubs are kind of bad as well, but the Diamondbacks are bad. Cubs won handedly Friday, and I think they should be able to win this handedly. But just kind of looking at this, Merrill Kelly against the Cubs, 50 plate appearances, 244 batting average against him, 22% K rate there. Does give up a 3.11 WOBA, though. This is in Chicago. I haven't looked at any weather yet, though, so we'll definitely check that out. But let's check that out. But looking at this, you got Alec Mills here. Now, it's very hard to, I don't know. Looking at Alec Mills, so I still don't know how he actually was able to get a no-hitter last year. Was it last year or the year before? I don't know. The past year has been super just slow, or it flew by. But looking at that, Alec Mills, I'm very, I would take a flyer on him, especially since it's early. There's not very many early games here, so it might be a 2-game slate. I'm not sure. I haven't looked yet. But kind of looking at this, DFS-wise, Alec Mills, I don't think you could go wrong on either of these. For GPPs, I don't think you're looking at cash games for... there's no way you're looking at cash games for these guys. But just if you want to dig in and see what bats against Merrill Kelly have had success, just kind of looking at this, and we can just sort it by hits if you want. Chris Bryant's 3 for 6, no home runs, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. Chirinos 2 for 6 with a double. Anyone who's hit a home run here, no one's hit a home run off Merrill Kelly there. It is in Chicago, so that's always a factor there with the wind and everything like that. Looking at that, not one bat just jumps out at me there, but if you are going with the Cubs stack, you could. Looking at bats that have had success against Alec Mills, he's had 5 plate appearances. Yeah. Josh Van Meter 1 for 4 with a double. That's it. So, Alec Mills would get the upper hand there because they haven't seen him before. So, if I'm taking one of these guys with other pitchers out there, I don't know how much exposure I'll have, but there are worse options out there. Moving to the second game, the Yankees at the Red Sox here. You don't know what Yankees team you're going to get game in or game out. You really don't. You got Taillon versus Nate Eovaldi. Taillon, 55 plate appearances, 288 batting average. Now, both of these pitchers just saw each other. And then Eovaldi, on the other hand, 140 plate appearances. Used to pitch a ton against the Yankees, but he used to pitch for the Yankees, which is crazy how many plate appearances he's given. But both are right around 21K percentage there. But we know the Yankees love to strike out, depending on what lineup they put out there. So looking at that, Eovaldi here, I don't mind either of these. I think I'd probably lean more towards Eovaldi in cash and Taillon in GBP. And the batters, Taillon, 55 plate appearances, a 288 batting average against him. The batters that have had success against him, Bogaerts is 3 for 9. All 3 hits are triple or doubles with 1 strikeout. Hunter Renfroe, 4 for 10 with a double and a home run. Verdugo, 2 for 6 with a double. So yeah, I mean, Christian Vasquez, 2 for 4. Taillon's really come along lately. He has struggled this season, and Boston's a really good team. So looking at that. Flip side of that, what Yankees bats have had success against Eovaldi? Gleyber Torres, 7 for 27 with a double. That's a 259 batting average. Brett Gardner's 3 for 22 with a double, but has 5 Ks. A lot of Ks in this one. 30 strikeouts, actually, and 140 plate appearances. 135 at-bats. Giving up only 2 home runs to the Yankees. And 30 strikeouts. Looking at that, yeah, the launch angle off of him is 6.5 degrees, so he's a ground ball pitcher. Exit velocity 89.2, which is very low compared to the home run hitters that they're on this team. So Eovaldi could be in store for a good game here. Then we've got Atlanta Braves at the Phillies. We've got Drew Smyly versus Vince Velasquez. Let me preface this by saying we are in the trade deadline window. We've got 7 days left, I think. Yeah, 7 days left. People are already getting traded. We saw Nelson Cruz get traded. On Friday, we saw Rich Hill get traded. So just kind of looking at that overall, pay attention. You kind of got to know who might be on the block, and you have to pay attention to the news. MLB is one of those DFS sports where you can't just set your lineup and forget it. You kind of got to monitor it because there's going to be a late scratch. There's going to be somebody out. And if that's the case, looking at that, any one of these people that we're talking about, pitchers or batters, they could be out. They could be traded and not in there. And it's going to give you a goose egg. They're not going to allow you to edit your lineup once they lock. So just be wary of that. This is a huge, and supposedly this trade deadline is supposed to be massive. Now, whether or not that's true or not, we'll find out what's going to happen. But yeah, so pay attention there. So Braves at the Phillies here. Drew Smyly versus Vince Velasquez. I love both of these teams to hit. Now, Drew Smyly, 63 plate appearances against the Phillies. Only 9.5K percentage, 228 batting average there. Flip side of that, Vince Velasquez has gotten dominated by the Braves. 106 plate appearances, 26.4K percentage, but he's given up a 341 batting average. A 341 batting average to the Braves in 106 plate appearances. Normally with a 341 batting average, you're expecting 25 plate appearances. He's had 100. So just breaking down what bats might be good for you on this. You got Drew Smyly here. The batters against him that have had success, home run wise, Didi Gregorius 1 for 12, but that one hit was a home run. It's a lefty on lefty matchup though. JT Realmuto 1 for 7 with a double. Realmuto did have a home run last night. Bryce Harper 1 for 5, does have a home run. Rhys Hoskins 1 for 5, does have a home run. Andrew McCutchen 3 for 9, 2 home runs. I absolutely love a Philly stack here. Absolutely love it. Phillies at home. Looking at Realmuto, Hoskins, McCutchen. You could even look at Bohm if he's in there. Definitely make sure he was on Friday. 2 for 4 there. And get you some cheap guys and at least one Atlanta Braves stack. I don't mind. Or a Philly stack I don't mind. Flip side of that, What Atlanta bats have had success here? Looking at that, I mean, Freddie Freeman's 11 for 32 with 3 doubles and a home run. That's a 344 batting average there. Dansby Swanson, 6 for 20 with a double and a 300 batting average. Ozzie Albies, 6 for 16 with 3 triples and 2 home runs. Jock Peterson coming over has had a pretty good start to his career here in Atlanta. 3 for 9 with a double and a home run. I am a person who makes multiple lineups. I think you should make multiple lineups. I think you should stack this game. See who you can get in there between Freeman, Swanson, Albies, Peterson, and then the flip side, you've got Real Muto, you've got Bohm, you've got Rhys Hoskins. See what you can do with that player pool. Definitely, with baseball, we have huge lineups. Look for those player pools. Look to whittle down your player pool there. And I think multiple lineups, you got to have this game as a game stack. And you're going to see that. If you play tournaments, whether or not it's the nickel tournament, whether or not you're playing the, $100 buy-in, $25 buy-in, whatever you're playing, you're going to see a stack is 9 times out of 10 going to be what takes down a tournament. And this game could be in the winning lineup. Moving to the next game, Padres at the Marlins. You got Ryan Weathers versus, as of right now, we don't know. Weathers has never faced the Marlins before. He's been injured. Don't know how long he's going to go into the game. I don't like that. I won't be looking at this pitcher-wise, so we'll just move on from this game. The Nationals at the Orioles. You got Scherzer versus Matt Harvey. I'm locked and loaded on Scherzer. 53 plate appearances, a 188 batting average, striking out 18.9% of the batters he's faced. Is coming off kind of a stinker his last start. He is a name that has been floated around, possibility of getting traded. He's a free agent after the year. The Nationals, the whole division's terrible. The NL East is a bad division. But looking at that, Scherzer, I love Scherzer here. He is a trade candidate, so kind of watch that. I don't think if he gets traded, I honestly think it will be the day of the deadline, July 31st. So that is something to pay attention to. And then Matt Harvey, on the other hand, 131 plate appearances, 263 batting average. I don't trust him, and that is the kind of pitcher where you could throw him in a GPP. Cash-wise, no way Matt Harvey, no. Won't have any Matt Harvey in cash. GPP, I don't mind a little bit. Detroit Tigers at the Royals. Casey Mize versus Carlos Hernandez. Mize has turned things around a little bit, but he is on a pitch count supposedly the rest of the year. So that is the one thing that kind of stinks. And if I can look at what he's done, let's see. Just kind of looking at pitchers here in the app. But on the other, well, here we go. Casey Mize, 6,900 on Fanduel. He's gone. He hasn't, 4 innings against Texas his last start, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. Start before that, Texas, 4 innings. Before that, the White Sox, 3 innings. He hasn't pitched more than 5 innings since June 26th. And he's on a pitch count, so that's kind of sucks. He has a good matchup in a pitcher's park in Kauffman Stadium against a terrible Royals team, while the Tigers have been the hottest team lately. But that's just kind of what sucks. You can't trust him because he's going to get you 4 innings. You really need more than that out of your starter. So aside from that, looking at Carlos Hernandez, 14 plate appearance, 357 batting average, not trusting him at all. Looking at this, I won't have much exposure to this game, for sure. You got the Cardinals at the Reds. You got Jake Woodford versus Luis Castillo. Woodford, 23 plate appearances, 250 batting average. This is being played at Great American Small Park in Cincinnati. Luis Castillo, 201 plate appearances, a 257 batting average. Castillo has really turned it on since starting struggle bus for the first handful of starts of his. He was one of my keepers in my season long. But looking at that, he is a trade candidate as well. So that is something to monitor moving forward. We'll see what Castillo does. But yeah, so looking at that, it really depends on what Cardinals team is going to be out there. But if I'm taking one here, I'm definitely taking Luis Castillo today. Tampa Bay at Cleveland. Tampa Bay to be announced. I'm assuming that was the Rich Hill spot, and he got traded, so he's gone. So we don't know. It could be a bullpen game. Most of them are bullpen games anyway. JC Mejia against Tampa Bay, 16 plate appearances, 231 batting average. I mean, it just depends. I don't mind a Tampa Bay stack. Kind of looking at their numbers, they haven't done much. As you can see, 16 plate appearances. But yeah, I mean, 3 at-bats. Nelson Cruz had a home run yesterday. But yeah, I mean, only one who's had success. Kevin Kiermaier with 2 for 2 with a double and a home run. That's about it. Yeah, I mean, there's just not a lot to go off of there. This Mejia hasn't seen them much. Rangers at the Astros is the next game on the slate. Kyle Gibson versus Framber Valdez. Gibson is actually a trade candidate, so another one to monitor. He's been damn good this year. Kyle Gibson, 170 plate appearances against the Astros, 12.9 K percentage, 245 batting average. This would be a pitcher that I would use definitely in GPP. I say that because people are going to be like, oh, the Astros are a really good hitting team. Kyle Gibson would be the type of pitcher on this slate that could win you money if he has a good game. I would make multiple lineups, obviously, but he's the one where the ownership is going to be so low because he's going up against a great team. If he has a good game like that, boom, you're already ahead of the pack there. Flip side of that, Framber Valdez, 24 plate appearances, a 250 batting average. Not going to have much exposure to the Rangers bats. They've gone kind of cold, and I think, have they won a game since the All-Star break ended? I don't think so. They may have. I could be wrong. I haven't been following the Texas Rangers. But yeah, so kind of looking at that, I would look at Gibson as GPP. You could go Valdez as cash or GPP as well. Blue Jays at the Mets. Ryu versus Taijuan Walker. Ryu, 63 plate appearances, a 226 batting average. Walker, 44 plate appearances, a 195 batting average, striking out 36.4% of the batters he's faced there. Really had a resurgence of a year from him, and I don't mind Taijuan Walker here. Everyone's going to see, oh, it's the Blue Jays. Oh, they're a tremendous hitting team. They're good. Their offense is great. Pitching has been suspect. Their offense is great. This is where you could, just like I said the last game, you could take Taijuan Walker and you could possibly be under-owned there. If he has a great game, which he has great numbers against them. If people don't dig into these numbers, they wouldn't know. Looking at that, I love Taijuan Walker here. Love him. I think his ownership would be very, very low. Angels at the Twins, you got Patrick Sandoval versus Jose Barrios. Twins are bad. Sandoval's not been the best. GPP-wise, I don't mind. Jose Barrios, cash or GPP, I love him. He is another name on the trade block, so that is something to monitor as well, but I believe his asking price is probably pretty high. But looking at that, 49 plate appearances against the Angels, striking out 28.6% of the batters he's faced, and a 200 batting average. I do love Barrios in this one. White Sox at the Brewers, you got Carlos Rodon versus Corbin Burns. Honestly, I could see this being a 1-0 game, 2-1 game, a very low-scoring game. I do like both of these pitchers here. I think both are great for cash. I think both are great for GPPs. Rodon, 31 plate appearances against the Brewers, 38.7 K percentage, a 400 batting average against him, though. So batters have had success against him. So what Milwaukee batters have had success? Just kind of digging into this. Jackie Bradley Jr. is 5 for 10 with a triple and 2 home runs. Avisel Garcia 2 for 4 with a double. Christian Yelich 1 for 4 with a double. Willie Adames 3 for 5 with a double as well. So the only one with a home run has been Jackie Bradley. And on the flip side of that, the White Sox against Corbin Burns. Corbin Burns looked terrible in the All-Star game. I don't know if that's because he's really not faced anyone this year, but here he goes facing an American League team, so that might be something to think about. And then 8 plate appearances, a 375 batting average, so hasn't seen a lot. Jose Abreu 1 for 2, Yohan Moncada 0 for 2, Lurie Garcia 2 for 2, so not a lot going on. Jose Abreu is the only one on the team with a home run, so it's not, people haven't, they haven't had success against him. They just don't face each other. But again, like I said, the All-Star game, he kind of got lit up. He did not look good. Pirates at the Giants, Will Crow versus Kevin Gausman. Crow, 17 plate appearances. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm not taking Will Crow. That would be, I guess, one if you want to, have less than 5% ownership because the Giants are so good. It is a pitcher's park, though. So Will Crow, contrarian GPP, I don't mind. But Giants, I think they have the best record in baseball, which is crazy. Gausman, 87 plate appearances, a 244 batting average, has really turned things around this year. Love Gausman here. I would take Gausman in cash. Will Crow, if I make a multiple lineups, I'll throw Will Crow in at least one of them. Rockies at the Dodgers here. Kyle Freeland versus Tony Gonsolin. Freeland, 157 plate appearances, a 287 batting average. Then we've got only 14.6 K percentage, so it's okay. But again, Freeland's a lefty, and the Dodgers have some great hitting batters. So I think I'd be loading up on some of these right-handed batters. Gonsolin, on the other hand, 33 plate appearances, a 36.4 K percentage, and a 219 batting average. So digging into who's had success, what Dodgers bats have had success against Freeland. Looking at that, Justin Turner, 13 for 32 with 3 doubles and a triple. It's a 406 batting average. Right off the bat, I was going to say he would be my go-to guy. A.J. Pollock, if he's in there, 9 for 25 with a double and a triple. 2 home runs, 360 batting average. Chris Taylor, 5 for 19, 2 home runs. Love him there. I think he'll get in there as well. Cody Bellinger's actually had success, 5 for 14 with 3 doubles. But the problem is he's been just looking lost out there this season overall when he's in there and not hurt. Mookie Betts, 3 for 11 with 2 doubles and a home run. As well, Albert Pujols, if he's in there, 3 for 8 with a double. So, yeah, I'm definitely loving me a Dodgers stack. In this one, that would be one of the teams that I would stack. And then Gonsolin, what Colorado bats have had success against him. Tapia, 3 for 8 with 1 home run, or with 1 double. Garrett Hampson, 1 for 5 with a double. Charlie Blackmon's been there, 2 for 4 with a double and a home run. Blackmon's been very hit or miss this season. I actually just dropped him. During the All-Star break, I dropped him in my season long. So, yeah. Then the final game on the slate, you've got the Athletics at the Mariners. Chris Bassett, who's had a fantastic season, kind of out of nowhere, against Logan Gilbert, who started off very slow, come on strong lately. He's one of those top pitching prospects for the Mariners that looked terrible his first couple of starts. He's found it. He does have to he's faced these Oakland A's a lot. As you can see, he's only been up this year not that long. He's already has 37 plate appearances, so a couple of games against them. Chris Bassett, 62 plate appearances, a 268 batting average. Flip side, Logan Gilbert, 37 plate appearances, a 212 batting average. So having faced the Mariners quite a bit, being in the division, what ones have success against him? Kyle Seager, 4 for 20 with a double and a home run. J.B. Crawford, 4 for 13 with a double. Ty France, 3 for 5 with a double. Mitch Haniger, 1 for 2 with a double. He is a big name that's been thrown out there for trades as well, so that is something to kind of pay attention to there. And then on the flip side, Logan Gilbert, 37 plate appearances, a 212 batting average. What A's have had success against him? Looking at them, Sean Murphy, nothing. 0 for 4. Seth Brown, 0 for 5. You got Jed Lowry at 2 for 5 with 2 doubles. You got Matt Olson, 2 for 4 with 2 doubles. No one's had any home runs in 37 plate appearances, 7 strikeouts. I don't mind Logan Gilbert here. I think Chris Bassett would be your cash option. I think Logan Gilbert would definitely be your GPP pitcher on the slate. So there you go, guys and gals. Hopefully this was a breakdown in the pitchers. Hopefully it helps you. If you did like it and you want us to continue, if this gets 50 likes on this video, we will continue that. So 50 likes on the video, we'll make a video for Sunday slate as well. thank you guys for checking this video out. Make sure you check out all of our fantasy football content. That will be at the end of this video right here. I'll put the 2 videos up there. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you guys know when we go live. You can check out the write-ups as well. Just kind of looking. This is the Raiders breakdown here. This is the article that accompanies the video. The video is right here in there. In the article, we go over the draft results. We go over their offseason acquisitions, final thoughts, and this is what we're going to do for every team. So currently, we're in this same division. We've done the Raiders. We've done the Chiefs, and I'm working on the Chargers as we speak. So if this video was helpful for you, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Good luck with MLB today. Let's bring home some bacon, guys. Peace.